Touch me not! Introducing the human version of the touch me not plant. Imagine having the Mimosa pudica as your best friend. Although the touch me not plant responds to tactile stimulus, if I had to keep touching the touch me not plant, it would no longer respond to me. Why is it so? Let's start at the very beginning. How does the touch me not plant respond to tactile stimulus the first time it receives it? The fundamental mechanism behind rapid plant movements, that is quick structural changes that occur within the cell, is based on a concept known as Sturger pressure, that is the pressure exerted by water molecules from inside the cell, causing the plant cells to be firm and turgid. These processes are reversible and repeatable, and so the entire process is known as Thigmonasty and uses seismonastic movements. Initially, the cell is firm, that is turgid, as the concentration of salt ions are the same inside and outside the cells, and there is no net movement of water. However, with the tactile stimuli, something interesting happens in the cell membrane. The cell membrane contains tiny gate-like structures known as salt ion channels. When a tactile stimulus is detected, these ion channels remove calcium, sodium, and potassium ions from the inside of the cell through active transportation. This requires a lot of energy since the ions need to move from an area of their lower concentration to an area of their higher concentration against the natural mechanism of diffusion. Now that the concentrations of salt is much more outside the cell, the water potential is no longer equal, and water molecules move out of the cell to the more concentrated solution through the process known as osmosis. The removal of water from the cells causes the vacuole and the cytoplasm to shrink from the cell membrane. The cell is now plasmalized. In this way, when all the cells in the leaf are plasmalized and thus flaccid, the leaf shuts. A single touch is enough to create a domino effect that creates the same sequence of reactions to repeat in the neighboring leaves, causing the entire branch to shut like this. Additionally, at the base of the leaf stalk, known as pulvinus, the mechanical stimulation is converted into an electrical pulse that causes ions to move out of the pulvinus cells. Osmosis then takes place due to the upregulation of aquaporins, that are water channels in the cell membrane, and proton ATPase. When we repeatedly touch the Mimosa pudica, our touch is no longer considered a threat, and so the plant stops responding to it because it's only a waste of energy. The plant is said to be habituated. So the next time you want a Mimosa pudica as your best friend, just wear it down like this. Touchy touchy.
Touch me not.
Touchy touchy.
Touch me not.
Touchy touchy.
Oh, whatever.
Does this kind of behavior sound familiar to you? I mean, how many times has my mother told me to fold the clothes, wash the dishes, do my homework, but every time she tells me, I feel like I'm less likely to do it. This is because of something known as desensitization, and it happens when we're constantly exposed to the same kind of stimulus. While we have our brains and central nervous system to help us process stimulus, the Mimosa pudica and other such plants learn and remember from experience without them. So is it possible that our brainless plant friends respond similarly to us? I leave that up to you to decide. Thank you for watching.